Who's more dangerous, especially with the concentration camps at the border, Trump or Hitler?
They're the same person.
Agreed.
What do you think, Trump or Hitler? Who's more dangerous to the world?
Well, Trump right now because Hitler's dead, but
As far as what they've done to the humanity.
I think Trump is gunning to be the next Hitler, and it's up to all of us to stop him from making that happen.
Powe, and we're on our way to the White House. We're in Washington, D.C. at the Women's March, the Pussy Hat March. And today, I'm going to try to blend in with the crowd, hence this hat, because I do not believe in anything that these women stand for, especially not wearing genitalia on my head. But let's just see how dumb they really are by blending in. Let's go and find out why all these Trump haters, these anti-American feminists, feminazis are here. If they even know why they're here. Usually they don't. Where are you guys from, and what brings you all the way to D.C. today on this cold, rainy day?
We're from Cleveland, Ohio, and we've been coming to the Women's March since it started. Yeah.
What is the main policy that pisses you off about President Trump? This Nazi, this racist.
I have to pick just one?
Yeah, top three.
I think you've summed it up pretty well. He's a Nazi and a racist. What else is there to hate? I mean,
He
that's-
puts children in cages. That's a terrible, terrible thing, and he just generally hates women.
Think about this president's illegal immigration policy.
He's bananas. It's cruel. He shouldn't be doing it. This is one world, one planet, and we're one country of it, and we need to be integrating with the rest of the planet. You know, climate change does not stop at the border.
Don't you think whoever wants to come here from anywhere in the world should just be able to come through our border?
Absolutely. Land of the free.
What about how the Republicans say that Mexicans are going to replace minority workers?
I know. I mean, we need everything for anything. I mean, the cost of our produce is going up, and I wonder why that is. Because there are not as many people harvesting as they used to. This is ruining our economy. No doubt about it.
And what do you say to those people who say, well, the Mexicans coming here are taking jobs away from people of color and minorities?
I'd say I don't want white people making tacos, so that's ridiculous. I would say that, anybody who is like lawfully employed in the United States or is an undocumented worker deserves the same rights as everyone else.
And they deserve the right to vote too, don't you think?
Oh, completely.
What do you think about human trafficking and sex trafficking? That's why they justify having a border wall.
I'm sorry, who's?
Republicans are saying we need a border wall because of the human trafficking, drug trafficking, and sex trafficking.
No, I haven't heard the president say that. I have heard him say, though, he wanted a Muslim ban. That was one of the initial things he said. So, yeah, I would say those are overtones of certainly racial things.
You're not worried about sex trafficking, human trafficking coming through the border?
It can be happen anywhere. Yeah, sex trafficking. Have you met anybody who's for that?
Well, I'm just saying if you're not for a border wall or stopping illegal immigration, you're for human trafficking and drug trafficking.
Yeah, it's funny because she's implying that he's for sex trafficking.
I'm just saying that there's more than one way to avoid sex trafficking other than a literal wall. Perhaps if they just, I think to some extent, yes, there should be some security. However, I don't believe that...
There should be some security? Like what kind of security?
She's not really interviewing, she's manipulating. But thanks for coming up and speaking up.
Oh, what's wrong with getting your opinion out?
Let me just ask, what's your pick for president so far on the Democrat side? Who's your favorite?
Really, anybody with a heartbeat other than Donald Trump would be.
Oh, no.
Yeah, well, what do you mean? There's nothing I'm not gonna put words in your mouth. No. You know why you're here. Right?
So why are we here?
You tell me, why are you here?
Because we all here for a reason.
You must be a Republican.
Like there's something wrong with it.
There is. Because you know why? You sit there and you think that the press is lying. You've got everybody believing that. They watch Fox News, which is totally false and fairy tales. Then you have our Attorney General Barr meet with Murdoch the head of Fox News, and the next day, the longest running anchor quit. That's no, because he was criticizing Trump.
Can I tell you something? I used to be a Democrat. I voted for Hillary in 2016. I walked away from the Democratic Party in 2017, and now I'm a Trump supporter. I can't wait to vote Trump 2020. Hashtag walk away.
Hashtag stupidity.
Like, what about terrorists who come here through the southern border?
How can you tell if someone's a terrorist? When does fighting for your rights become terrorism? There's no justification to terrorism, but you can't judge people before they get here.
Who do you think's more dangerous to the United States, President Trump or Al Qaeda?
For us, Trump. Yeah. He's more dangerous.
Do you think this president's a racist?
I do.
How so? What specifically is he doing as racist? I don't know. Is somebody scared to talk to certain people? I don't understand this mentality, but proceed at your own risk, because I'm going to put words in your mouth.
You're gonna put a finger in front of the camera. Sorry, my bad.
What was the question again?
Is this president racist?
Yes.
Specifically, how is he racist?
I think, for one thing, with black people, I think his form of racism represents that of the majority of racists in America. It's not really, it's not always up front.
Oh, wait, you can't finish telling me how racist is.
I already looked at the signs, babe.
Can you tell me? You're walking away mid-sentence because white men are just the problem in this country, right?
You could say that. They haven't done that great a job of running things, so maybe we need to try something a little different.
So
wouldn't it not be so bad if he would have just been taken out?
I think he deserves justice.
Isn't it just nonsense that they accuse foreign nationals or illegal immigrants of being of sex trafficking, human trafficking?
No, they're just looking, then they'll do it all the time, is when they want to do something, they will blame the minorities. A lot of times people of color, it is not fair. They will put down women in order to get there.
Why are you coming to these marches? Do you think you're actually going to make a difference as far as waking people up, or you're just exposing the hypocrisy?
I'd say it's more the latter. I'm here to just simply, I just ask people about their signs. I'm not here to trigger anybody. I'm not here to argue or start a fight or anything. I just ask questions like, why do you feel the way that you feel, and what do your signs mean?
Can you
usually they can't answer.
Can you believe I too and you too were just kind of degrees from being a part of this? If we didn't wake up,
yeah.
How would our whole lives be different? We'd just be hating for the sake of hating and not knowing where's up from down.
Women's March, the first one,
so
as a liberal.
Tell us, as a liberal, what that's like, being here, hating, you just feel hate.
Oh, well, that was right after Donald Trump got elected.
Beast.
Oh, yeah, I was mad. That was right after Donald Trump got elected. And I felt like I really needed to go and stand up for my women friends, because he was trying to grab all their pussies. And then I went home that night and I got on Facebook and I made a video and I was like, way to go, girls. Way to go. I'm so proud of you today. I'm so proud. And then I look around here today and I don't think there's all that much to be proud of. Yeah. Do you feel proud as a woman?
I feel like I'm entering zombie planet when I come here, like The Walking Dead. The energy level is so low. It's so much hatred. And once I take this off and start being the person I am, they're going to hate me. They're so for civil rights and everybody being equal. And then these
grab me.
They're grabbing you.
What?
And then they like to threaten.
Grabbing, isn't that the whole thing? Don't grab.
Right, but utter hypocrisy.
It's all on film.
I know, and now I've got you on film.
And you can have me on film, you little midget.
Well, I'm just saying there's a lot of anger and rage and hatred against Donald Trump. I hear women fighting for abortion.
Why do you hate Trump? Just tell us, start off with that. What do you despise about our president so much?
I don't look like I'm an immigrant, but I was born in Colombia. My mom brought me to the U.S. legally, But I do understand how it's difficult to come to the U.S., let alone I'm a female. Have either of you ever been violated? Like,
What does that have to do with our president, though?
He's not we need a voice, and he's not being the voice for us. As a president, you need to be the voice for every single person. I don't feel like my mom, we were at the bank the other day, and this woman told her that she needs to go back to her country. I'm sorry, I experience white privilege because I don't look like I'm Hispanic. He doesn't represent the people, and I'm sorry, but if you believe that he represents every single person in the United States, then there's something wrong.
First of all, no one should have said that to your mom, so I'm sorry that happened because that's really wrong. But tell us about how you experience white privilege, though. What does that look like?
I'm not told to go back to my country. Every other Hispanic or black kid at my school, they're being treated. I don't know if you guys experience high school. Maybe like today.
I did, but she
I'm
didn't.
a person of browner complexion. Not once in my entire life has anybody told me to go back to my country, and if they did, I'd be staying where I am.
Then that's amazing for you, but my mom's been told that. We had to move houses because our neighbor was a complete asshole.
What does that neighbor have to do with our president and who's stopping illegal immigration from people coming here raping women, if you want to talk about women's rights and trafficking women?
Everything. I feel like we're not being represented. This president is not representing us, and if you think that
Specifically how, though?
during the
I didn't ask you. You can talk to us after.
They're going to take everything you say out of context.
Underground. How specifically is the
during
president?
the Me Too,
You can watch Brandon's and Alicia's videos online. Brandon is actually
during
very good about advertising.
during the Me Too movement, he personally mocked the woman in the Me Too movement. Have either of you ever been violated as a female? Obviously not you, but have you ever been violated? Has your body ever?
Sure, yeah.
You've been
What
raped.
does that have to do? No, but what does that have to do with President Trump?
He mocked the Me Too movement during his Pennsylvania rally.
What did he say about the Me Too movement that got you so mad?
Would you like me to pull up the video?
It's not taking care of their needs. To be honest, I'm an independent. I think both parties lie.
Okay. All right, Brandon.
Hashtag walk away.
Here's the thing, what I find so far, none of them can say who they want to be president in 2020. I don't know. I don't care. Anybody's better than Trump. They don't give a damn as long as it's not Trump. And that's where we have an advantage going forward because we love our president.
I think if a lot of these ladies hate old white straight men, they're in big trouble because it's going to come down to Bernie Sanders or Joe Biden. So I think the patriarchy is taking over the Democratic Party.